Lorna has actually gone through the Harrow planning and tried to tackle it. I think it's in this letter. Try to tackle the points section by section. So maybe if Chris, if you can put it up and or just go through it and just read the headings.
Yeah. So these were the main reasons, some of the reasons why planning application should be opposed. So high density flats, I think everyone said that. So they'd be violating the official metre distances between 8 Oakley Road, which is us, and 10 Oakley Road, which is the building which has already been converted into flats. So because it would be so close to the other two neighbouring properties, it's going to impact on their light and privacy, all those kind of things. So, and then Lorna's gone through, she's done all the hard work, and she's looked at all I think the Harrow Town and Country Planning Act and everything to highlight all the relevant parts.
Yeah, it's the Harrow Council Management Development Policies, and I've just basically gone through each one and put the detail in, but so we've got a reference upon which to cite our objections.
Okay.
3 of the headings on the material considerations concern parking, highway safety and traffic. And I think we could also have that as one of the summary points as well. And thanks to Neil, we can also put in, now there are young children in the neighbourhood and road safety is very important. So, it rather brings down the average age, if I may be so honest to make that observation.
Are you planning more?
Everybody should be doing their duty, producing some young children.
My idea might be old people crossing the road as well.
Well, indeed, yes.
Like us. We're getting older.
I think people with crutches.
What about me?
Yes.
So where are we? Planning permission should be permitted where the proposal would adversely affect the amenity of the residents. Yes, that affects all of us. It's not sympathetic to the character and appearance of the building and its locality. Yes, because it's mainly just detached single-family residential properties. It doesn't provide a satisfactory residential environment for flat occupants. Well, Raymond's had a look at it, and he looked at the plans.
Yeah, in terms of the actual flats, I mean, some of those flats, the internal walls are the lift shaft forms basically the internal part of the internal walls of the lounge. Okay. So I mean, they're trying basically to cram in as much space as they possibly can out of this development.
Do you remember that if they get planning permission for those 9 flats, they may well then withdraw the existing one and put a new one in, complete. So this may just be an outline development. Once you've got permission for flats, you can then change your layout and plans thereafter. So it's getting the acceptance of the fact there could be flats on site.
But that can go from 9 to, or is that if they get planning permission for 9, do they have to stick with 9?
Yes, I think that would be the upper limit. They're going to stick with 9 for various reasons.
As John rightfully said, that if you do not want the 9 flats, what do we want there? That's very, very important.
I think John's point is partly be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
If we block, or if we attempt to block 9 flats, could we end up with the entire buildings being demolished and 15 properties with more space, but in a newer, more modern building? Might that be accepted and be even worse? So you've got to have some idea as to what could happen there, realistically and commercially. And in my head, I go back to our properties. That we're on the 4 properties, 2468 Oakley Road, that were built just over 20 years ago.
Yeah.
4 families moved in together, but the original application, I think, was for 12 properties on the land that originally had the Catholic radio station on it, and then the local community presumably attempted to block that, and an application was made, I think, for 8 or 6, and then it came down to 4, which are, I like to think, I've been there 20 years, I like to think they're in keeping with the area. And it'd be, I hope nobody would object, for example, to the nursing home being knocked down and 2 or 3 properties being put there that were in similar keeping with the area. But whether that's commercially, financially viable for anybody, Don't know.